Hi there, welcome back to Still Waters ASMR. Today we're looking through this little toy catalogue that my in-laws came back with. I actually have no idea like which shop they got it from. I mean, it says Klein Toys, but they were down on the mainland, and I believe they went shopping somewhere. And I've never heard of this as being a toy shop with stores here in the UK. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe they ordered it online, I don't know. But I thought, based on they went away on holiday and came back with some items, so I thought they'd brought it with them. And so this magazine, it's got a lot of sort of roleplay type toys in it. So my daughter has already got this rake here, as well as this set here with the wheelbarrow, shovel, rake and some gloves. My mother bought her that for Christmas to help at hay time, and my in-laws purchased this for her. She's also got a set similar to this, but with the little tools. It doesn't have this, it's got like sort of this and this sort of thing, but with wooden handles and metal attachments, and a little bag and a little metal watering can. And if you're out working in the garden, she's quite happy to get stuck in helping. But there's like a strimmer and a lawnmower and a little trolley system. And I think that's supposed to be a leaf blower. And then here we've got some Volvo truck toys. We've got a cement mixer, a digger and a one with a scoop, and a dump truck. These are great toys for boys and girls. And then over here we've got a barbecue with a lighter and some charcoal briquettes and some barbecue food items. So we've got a barbecue, a Weber mini barbecue, and it's got some tools and things. Very cute. And here we've got Caterpillar toys. So we have got, I love how this outdoor PlayStation thing has got traffic cones as legs. That's really cute. So we've got some little, again, bulldozer, dump truck and a digger. And this is, I think, like a water and sand play zone type thing. And it's got all sorts of like diggers and chutes and things. And then over here we've got a high-vis vest and some safety gear. We've got gloves, goggles, ear defenders and a hard hat. And here we've got a tool belt with a torch, a saw, an adjustable wrench, a screwdriver, a hammer, and I guess that's just pliers, I'm guessing. And this here is some kind of a truck thing you can do maintenance on, I think. So these are pretty cool toys. And this is another cat toy. It's a 2-in-1 sand and water. These sort of PlayStations are really great, but unfortunately I've got cats, and so I don't think they would work very well. Because any sand, unless it could be really well covered up, it's just treating them, they'll just think it's a giant litter tray. And here we've got some Hot Wheels, diggers and dump trucks and cement mixers. Now these actually look really good. So these are, I have had to look through this already, so if I'm acting like I already know what I'm seeing. these are like buckets. They've got like sieves and little beach tools and sand molds and things like that. And this one's got a wheelbarrow with a bucket and a sieve and some items. This one is like a lollipop ice cream cone making kit, like a lawnmower and a wheelbarrow. But these little buckets look quite good. Now these, I think a lot of these toys, well, it's mostly European countries, companies that make them, but there's no prices because I guess this catalogue can be used anywhere in Europe. And yeah, these are more sand toys. So these, we've got an ice cream van and a burger van, and so you can make like scoops of ice cream with sand, or you can make like burger patties and like slices of tomato and things like that out of sand to make into your burger. And then here's just a little toy kitchen with an oven, a hob and a sink, some utensils and things. So some kind of fun little sets. And this is Klein Goes bio-based, 100% recyclable. So we have got, and it is, sugarcane is a 100% sustainable raw material. So it's made of sugarcane. The ethanol is then, let's start at the beginning. Reducing the greenhouse effect, reducing CO2 emissions. So this is sugarcane is planted and cultivated in controlled areas. It is the basic raw material of the bioplastic for Klein toys. After the harvest, the sugarcane is brought to mills where it is crushed to produce ethanol. The ethanol is then dehydrated to produce ethylene, which is polymerized to make the bioplastic. Klein Toys manufactures toys made of bioplastic in its German facilities. After use, Klein bioplastic toys can be 100% recycled. That's pretty good. So we've got some rakes and spades and shovels. We've got little trowels and scoops, and again, like one of these kind of ice cream play sets for the beach. And a tea set. We've got a little wheelbarrow and a like a shopping basket with some products. Klein Early Steps Magnetico magnet system. So these are some animals that you can dismantle and reconfigure. So we've got a set of 4 dinosaurs, which you can make into weird and wonderful creations. Or up here, I think it's meant to be like an elephant, cow, a horse, and a giraffe or something. And then over here, we've got a bunch of road signs and cones and train level crossings and traffic lights and all sorts of things. We now have some Bosch Servicing toys. Again, we've got a sand kit. We've got garages, car wash and car service. We've got a parking lot. We've got a truck, one of these transporter trucks, and display. We've got a pit lane. And more Bosch toys. So previously we saw like Bosch sort of garden accessories. These are sort of tools. So we've got a tool bag with some variety of tools. We've got drills and chainsaws and is that meant to be like a saw? And we've got workbenches and a mechanic shop and sort of mechano-y type equipment. So some pretty cool stuff. That's the kind of toys I wanted as a kid. I mean, look at that mechanic bench. I think there's grown men who would love a mechanic's bench like that. Well, obviously, an adult size with the real tools. And then we've got John Deere kits. So we've got one of these sort of tractor cab things that you can dismantle and, you know, work on. Same with like a tractor that you can do mechanical work on, and a tractor with different trailer attachments for doing different jobs around the farm. And we got one of these sand and water pits, but it's got farm animals and tractors and diggers and things. That I think is amazing. I dread to think how much it costs though. We've then got Hot Wheels cars and transport cars and kind of dismantling kits and an Uno waterproof sort of carry bag. Doesn't actually include the game, just a bag to carry your Uno cards in. And then here we've got Michelin, carriage and car servicing and parking, carriage trimming. And over here we've got Mac. Same sort of thing again. Transporter trucks and sort of mechanic type toys. And now everything turns pink. We have got, these aren't actually necessarily Barbie dolls, these are like Barbie themed toys. So we've got a doctor set, that's maybe like a nurse's set, maybe a cleaning set. We've got like a bakery coffee shop type toy setup, a picnic set, a shop till. We've got a beauty sort of vanity table thing, hairdryer and brush and mirror and dream house, like carry case, but it doesn't actually have any dolls or accessories, it's just the carry case for carrying the accessories. And then here we've got a kitchen. Oh, that's actually kind of goes on this side. You've got a toy kitchen with like an oven and a washing machine maybe and a whole bit of everything. And on the other side it's like a doll house for the Barbies. And then again another like toy kitchen down here. And then fashion, we've got a children's sewing machine. Now that is a pretty cool thing. I did learn how to sew at school, but it's something I wish that I'd done more of. We got to do a driving test on the sewing machine. So me and my husband have been decluttering the house consistently for years now, and we were doing another pass at the loft, or it was maybe the utility room, and I found this little bag of like bits for something, and I showed it to my husband, and he was like, I have not a clue what that's for. He was like, ask, his ex-wife if she knows what it's for. So I went along hers the other day, and it was so funny because I pulled out this little bag, and me and my husband had both looked at it, and we had not a clue what it was like little bits of what they were for. And she took one look at it and was like, oh, that's for a sewing machine. It was like various little, it wasn't like these sort of bits, but it was like bits that's all to do with this part of the sewing machine. And just without, barely had to look at it, and she instantly knew, oh, that's like bits for a sewing machine. Now I gather that they were no use to her anymore, so I passed them on to my mother-in-law, who actually has a sewing machine, because they might be of use to her. But it just shows you, if you know what it is that you're looking at, it's easy to identify. But when you haven't got a clue, you can be looking at objects thinking, I have not a clue what this is. And then here we've got some Braun beauty accessories. We've got hair dryers and straighteners and brushes and hair clips and that kind of thing. And now we get to Princess Coralie. So we've got baby carriers, we have got changing stuff. I used to have something like that when I was a kid. We've got dolls, we've got a 4-in-1 baby seat, we have got baby bath and potty and more baby baths, and we've got these head things for doing makeup. I actually have considered getting one of these sort of type things for the YouTube channel. I am not very proficient at doing hair and makeup, but I thought it might still make some good videos. So I have considered getting one of these sort of doll heads and just goofing about, but we will see. And then here's some more. We've got a pony, well, a unicorn, horse, a couple more different heads. They're quite princessy themed, and they come with like stickers and makeup and hair clips and all sorts of accessories and things, which is pretty cool. It's one of those things where my daughter is already showing signs that she's going to be very like tomboyish. She loves physical activity stuff, like in like swings and slides and climbing frames, and she loves the tractor and the quad and all those sorts of things. And as a kid growing up, I was more interested in like playing outside and working with animals than I was in learning how to do my hair and makeup. So as a result, I'm an adult who's pretty incompetent at these things. But I would kind of like for her to know how to do her hair and makeup. That's something her older sister might be able to help her with. Because it's like, even if she chooses not to normally wear makeup and not to normally just tie her hair up in a ponytail or something, it's still nice to know what you're doing when you do want to look good. So, yeah, we'll see. And here we've got some, I have no idea how to pronounce that, miele. But we've basically got some kitchen setups. So we've either got this smaller one or this bigger one that's got some more kitchen work surface area. And we've got, it's got like a water, it's a fridge with one of those water dispensers. We've got a working tap. We've got hobs. We've got coffee makers, ovens and all sorts. And this is even bigger again. An even bigger unit. It's got a washing machine and all sorts. We've got hoovers and then over here we have got some hoovers and iron, some pots and pan sets, some like cookers, like looks like a pressure cooker and kettle and that kind of thing, slow cooker maybe, and then a really nice like utensil rack. I mean, this would look nice if it was like adult sized in a real kitchen. It looks really nice. And then we've got more Electrolux toys. These are wooden electronics. So we've got some food mixers, we've got a toaster, we've got a coffee machine, we have got an iron and a food mixer. That's pretty cool. And then we've got more of these big kitchens. I always wanted like a kitchen like this as a kid, but we had quite a small house, so we didn't have space, and like I live in quite a small house now as well, so I don't know if my daughter will get the luxury of having. My parents have got a small one at their house, so my daughter will have to enjoy playing with it there. That's from when my sister's kids were little. So we've got kitchens. We've then got some Bosch toy kitchen items. We've got some blue and pink. So we've got toasters, we've got kettles, we have got coffee makers, we've got food whisks, blenders, food processors. We have then got kitchen units, a couple kitchen units. So we've got like a drying rack, coffee machines, stick blenders, toasters, food processors, whisks and iron. got some handheld hoovers, like a cleaning unit with like a mop bucket and brushes and things. Washing machine, ironing board. It does make me laugh when people complain about little boys playing with these sorts of things, because it's like, I think the best line I heard was, what are you scared of? Letting your little boy play with dolls or like household, like role-playing stuff? Are you scared he's gonna grow up to like look after his children and clean his house? I am a firm believer that household chores should be evenly distributed amongst people who make the mess of the house, based on, for that particular household, what the sort of time availability is for everybody. So if like both partners are working full time, they should be splitting all of the household chores evenly between them. So yeah. And then we've got brawn, coffee makers, toasters, irons, food mixers and utensils and things. So that's pretty cool. And then here we've got some brooms and shovels and ironing boards and things. And then some more cleaning and laundry. So we've got clothes horses, we've got mops and soup and pans and sponges and gloves and buckets. And the good thing about this sort of thing is this stuff actually works like a dustpan and brush. Even if it's tiny for a small child, it still works in the real world. The other day I gave my daughter the dustpan and brush. While I was sweeping the floor with the big broom, I let her just like sweep things in the corner just to kind of keep her occupied. And then of course there's Veleda. So this is the brand that I often buy. So we've got like a sweepy mop like that, and we've got their bucket like that, but a different type of mop head and all these sorts of products. So yeah, we've got hoovers and avers and these little trolleys and stuff. So it's pretty cool. And then now we get into like Doctor, and so here we've got Rescue Team Max and Dr. Kim. So we've got some, this looks like dental equipment. So we've got like a timer for brushing your teeth, we've got different dental tools and toothpastes and brushes and stuff. And here we've got that kit as well, but with extra, like we've got a face mask and a stethoscope and a syringe and a doctor's thing in a bigger case. We've got the uniforms for the police, the fire brigade and the medical. Over here we've got the fire, the Rescue Team Max and Dr. Kim. Also, this is still like the medical, so we've got a trolley with some medical equipment. We've got a small handheld, we've got a carry bag, we've got a box, we've got a little pet one of the dog. It's a variety of things. It's got like tweezers and syringes and scissors and stethoscopes and those little knee hammers, and I've got a little toy doctor's kit from when I was a kid, and I've recently took it out and given it to my daughter. Now bearing in mind she's just turned 1.5, all I can say is I really hope that if she wants to become a doctor that her bedside manner improves in time, because when she gets hold of that little hammer thing and beats you with it on the knee, it's she's pretty vicious with it. So here we've got the police unit, Ben and Sam. So we've got a stop sign, we've got megaphones and torches and cuffs and walkie-talkies and things. And like all come in little kits and backpacks and things. And then we've got the firefighter Henry. I like to see the girl. My husband is a fire. He's in the, whatchamacallit, like the kinda, what are they called? Is it the Reserve Fire Brigade Service? It's basically they're not employed full time, because there's not enough activities for them up here. So they have like normal jobs, and then if there's an incident, their pager goes off and they have to drop what they're doing and go. So we have got extinguisher and crowbar and all sorts of things. And we've got the backpack with the hose and everything. And now we're getting into the shops. So we've got this vintage cash register that's apparently got a real calculator in it. And then here we've got the little coffee shop we saw before. And then there's also a pizza shop and a burger shop. So it's got like a beverage and a food and then a tilly bit. We then got the classic, so we've got the fruit weighing scales, we've got money and barcodes, we've got trolleys, we've got tills, we've got card readers, we've got more tills, some pretty snazzy looking ones with card readers and things. Of course, when I was a kid, card readers weren't really a thing, so that's all new. And then we've got the supermarket. We've got a basket with some products, and we've got the supermarket set up with shelves and a little fridge and the belt and everything. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got just the Klein toy information. There's like a German company that sells toys throughout Europe. So yeah, that is the Klein Toys Catalogue flip through. Again, like no prices or anything, because obviously the prices will probably vary from country to country, and also the currency will vary as well. But I hope you enjoyed that. Guys, take care, and I'll see you again in a video sometime soon.